Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Welcome back. It is exactly 9:25 a.m. This is News and Views on Salam Media, and next we are going to be talking about the Western Cape's e-hailing association's looming strike. Siyabonga Hlabisa is the chairperson of the association, and they are warning that e-hailing drivers are preparing for a national strike over what they call exploitative working conditions. Siyabonga, very good morning to you. Welcome to the program.
Good morning and good morning to the viewers.
So, talk to us about this looming strike. What are the grievances? Have they been addressed at all? Whom have you addressed it with? And what sort of response are you getting? And if you don't get the right responses from the powers that be, does that then suggest that the e hailing strike will be implemented sooner rather than later?
Yes, that's very true. We've been engaging with these app companies for a very long time, especially named a few, Uber and Bolt and InDrive. And unfortunately, it look like they don't listen to our grievances because now they're starting to run away to continue with the engagement with us, especially app like Uber. It's a challenge because the drivers are facing and are frustrated by the pricing these app companies they are charging from the drivers, which is the commission. The commission at this current moment is up to 40% from Uber, and the biggest issue is that drivers can't afford, for to make a living because there's no profit in this business at all. So that's why the reason that we felt as the e-hailing drivers that is high time now we stop engaging with them. We go straight on the street and we protest because also another issue is the issue of safety. Drivers are getting killed every day. These app companies, they are not considering to improve their safety features, and also they are continuously exposing drivers to dangerous areas and making those dangerous areas as a surge so that drivers can be forced to go and work to those areas that are very dangerous. So our frustration it's getting to the level where now I think we are sick and tired of continuously engaging, trying to get hold of them because they're not doing anything for us. Even also the government, also we have engaged the government several times. This thing of e-hailing drivers being suffering like this and being exploited by this company, it's all over the world now. That's why we want to go to the street and also making sure that the government hear us now that we are frustrated as drivers. We're not going to take it anymore.
So you're wanting to go to the streets. Have you given Uber and the other companies a timeline as to when they should be responding to you and negotiate on the pricing structure? Um, what does that timeline look like? And if it doesn't happen, how soon are you going to take this to the streets? And how long will the protest action last for?
Okay, at this current moment, unfortunately, these app companies, especially Uber, is nowhere to be found. I think the last time we engaged them in the Western Cape, we gave them a deadline to respond to all our grievances, but unfortunately, they started to disappear after that. So we know that to engage with them is like wasting your time because I think Apple, like Uber, they got a lot of employees here which are not, I don't think they can take decision. That's why it's useless to continue engaging with them because they don't give any feedback. But luckily enough, I think we had Bolt has responded to some of our colleagues in KZN. So at least that's one of the positive side on both sides. But Uber at the moment they're not doing that. So the protest is still on a plenary stage. We have an Nefsa, which is the structure that is representing national at the moment. Where all the provinces have been given an opportunity to engage their members so that we can all of us agree, and then all those resolution that will be taken by provinces, they're going to be submitted to Nefsa. Then after that, all of us will decide which date are we going for a protest. But we are busy preparing that, as tomorrow the Western Cape E-Hailing Association is having a mass meeting to discuss that with members to see that how we're going to go about with the national strike, because all the provinces should be engaged so that it can be an effective national strike.
Regarding these app companies, Bolt and Uber, um, if they don't come to the party, if they don't meet you halfway and, suggest that they will drop their fees because you need to make a living as well and we need to transport people, fares safely to their destination, what is the alternative for the association?
For now, that's why we've been inviting a lot of local apps to come on board also, because if it comes to the point whereby this app company really they are not responding to our grievances, we feel like these local apps they could come and intervene and assist us because honestly speaking, we have a very serious challenge whereby these app companies they are not listening to us, and we are very prepared that whoever those local apps that are available that have already engaged with us, we can continue with our engagement and be given an opportunity also to take over because honestly this is one of the battle that has been battling for almost like 5 years, or some of us being there in this industry for 10 years. It's not an easy thing. So that's one of the alternative that one is put in place, that we should allow local apps to intervene. And also now, because the government has already regulated this business, so it means that the government, since that we have appeared now on the Transport Land Act as the e-hailing industry, so that gives us an opportunity that the government gets a chance of regulating this business and put the terms and policies for these companies, because now these companies are going to be registered under government. So that means the government have a say. So the government have to do something also. So government is part of our also hoping that it will be the solution for us to continue engaging with the government to change how this business are being operated by these app companies.
Regarding the local apps that you talk about, that does sound like a wonderful opportunity. There's a gap in the market for local people to take up that space and make e-hailing more affordable, both to the operators and to passengers alike. Are our local companies, app companies, up to scratch? Will they be able to manage the e-hailing business as effectively as Bolt and Uber?
It's possible, it's possible. I think for me, the one of the challenges that we are currently facing with whoever apps that they came to party to engage with us, it's I think they have the issue of the clientele. Obviously Uber has been here for years and Bolt has been here for years. It wasn't not for them like something that happened overnight, so they must be given a chance. I still believe that all those local apps must be given a chance. They must also, making sure that they do their advertisement in a good way, because obviously, Uber has done it, Bolt has done it. So it might be not the same, but I still believe that they can do something. They can, because when we engage with them, unfortunately, lucky enough for them is that we are engaging to the level where sometimes some of the features they are putting on their app, they have been shared by drivers to them. So that's one of the advantage, that they will be more relevant compared to Uber and Bolt. So that's why we hopefully that if they can push more to convince the riders, I think they might be, reaching the stage similar to Uber and Bolt one day.
Okay, my final question then to you, Siyabonga. Let's hope and pray that Uber and Bolt does come to the party. They do come to the negotiation table. What would you, as the association's chairperson, negotiate on? You have indicated that Uber is charging 40% of the fee. What are you and the association and your members? What would you settle on as being fair to both the app companies and both to the drivers and the passengers, because the passengers have to pay for the fare?
For us, I think we've been saying this, that these app companies, they should consider dropping their commission up to 18%. It's possible, because obviously when you look at the load of work that you have to do is not much as the drivers. If they can drop their commission down up to 18%, and also considering on increasing the fair price, because if you remember, in South Africa petrol has been increased more than 4 to 5 times now, and these app companies, they never consider to increase their pricing. So for us, one of the demand was that they need to make sure that they increase their pricing, especially per kilometer, and they must go away with this Uber Go, because this category that called Uber Go for boat riders, apps, Uber and Bolt, it's giving us up to like 450 per trip. And sometimes it's moving, it's not clear, if it's 450 or 4 rand, which is, I don't think there's a driver who can drive for 450 per kilometer. So we are saying, if the government can regulate this business, and fair enough, the start of any vehicle that's operating in this e-hailing industry should start from 13 rand 50, which will be very fair for drivers. So this is our submission that we have submitted to them long time ago, to say that please drop your commission. At least if you don't want to charge it more to riders, drop your commission, because the drivers at the moment, they are very suffering. They can't make any living.
Siyabonga, we do hope that Uber and Bolt comes to the table and you guys can and will negotiate a fair pricing going forward. Thank you for talking to us, and we look forward to that outcome. God bless.
Thank you so much. All right, thank you so much. Bye-bye.
9:36 a.m. This is news and views in the last half hour of the show right here. It is a Monday morning, and of course, we're moving along, and we do hope that you've enjoyed the show thus far. 11th of August, a Monday morning, news and views with me, Julie Ali, on Salam Media.